So hi everybody and welcome back to the Unreal Engine 5 tutorial series for absolute beginners, and this is video number 23 and we are continue not with the character. There are many other character methods how to create a character, for example for the mini human, and many other mores, but right now I want to continue a little bit with the overview, and I will continue with the character which not work. But like I said, you can go to his, let's go from start. You go here to the anim class and then click focus, double click on it. And the problem was here this control rig, and just don't use it. That's not the best solution. Better is you find perhaps an online solution on documentation forums, or ask directly on Unreal, something like that, if this will help. But here was just a mismatch probably from my side, and you will solve it even better than me if you dig a little bit more, because I have not spent time to research this one. But later when we go to animation and stuff like that, we will have to use control rig anyway, how to set up a proper control rig and all the stuff. We will probably set all these parts here, what you see here also, because this one was all given to us with the character, with the default character. But when we dive into animations, we have to learn all this part probably, and the control rig is one part of them. That said, I use now this solution, then I compiled, save, and this has just, this works, but the feet will fly sometimes, right? So when we stay on an even, or not on an even ground, then our feet will fly. So that's that. That's enough for that. I'm going to use this character now. It's very low. It's not high poly, but it's okay. That's nice for me. So important thing was here also. That's done. Let's go to the event graph here. And here was, it looks here a little bit weird, right? The point is, this is our standard input. I showed you that before, and this was added from Paragon. If you tested this out, you see there are sometimes added new stuff, and I have just separate them with a comment input, a Paragon Sparrow. If you made this too, then you will have this one which is not used. Actually, you can delete this if you are going to use this one. I keep this because perhaps I switch the character here, and switching the character is just switch the skeletal mesh and switch this to animation mode and then animation class, and I have the sparrow, this bow character back. So that's why I keep this, because if I switch characters. So we continue now on, and in this video I want to introduce you a water system, but we will probably not use it. I just show you what the water system is and how you can enable it. Here I have created something like a lake, and when I click this water system, I will show you how you get it later, and then we can deform this little bit and then stretch it, and it will create something like this. This is our lake system. Let me play from here, and when I play and go underwater, it looks like this, and not bad. Right out of the box we have our lake system. Of course you have to adjust it, and here is the mistake which I mentioned before. My foot is floating on a not even ground, and with the IK system this would be adjusted. We learned this in animations, so, or you just fix it from other tutorials. So let's go on with the water system. How I get the water system. First of all, we go here on top to plugins, and no, not here, plugins. Click on it, and we need the plugin water, and we have here two things. We have here water extras. This one I have not implemented. you can try this if you want experiment with water, and that's the point why I'm not going to use probably water in other in future, because it says here experimental, and that's a problem. Why? When we read the tooltip, Epic does not recommend the shipping project with experimental plugins, APIs, features, and the plugin itself and subjects and that's the important part. The last part, it says, and the plugins itself are subjects to change or be removed without notice. That's why I don't want to use this water system. Perhaps they get rid of the whole water system. I'm not sure if they should that, but because I thought all the time they used it in Fortnite. They said they tested this in Fortnite, and then they bring it to Unreal Engine to use for all Unreal Engine users. So I thought this would be not experimental, but I was wrong. And anyway, still, you can test it at least, and perhaps they remove it, perhaps not. I don't know what they do. Actually, it's not a bad plugin, but if there are too many crashes, too many problems, they will perhaps remove it. So here you activate it. When you click this one, then you close it, and then you it will start compiling shaders and so on, and then you start your this browser again, I think. And then when you are back, you can go. I think landmasses should be activated too, but it's by default. There is one more plugin perhaps, but I think it's already activated. Landmass. It's a beta test, so this was activated by default, at least on my side. And check this also. So the next thing is what we are going to do is where we find this water system. And the water system is, you can go here to place actors and write water. And here, when you write water, for example, then we have here many water options. We have here water body custom, and then you can try to make this testing own. Then we have a body island, then we have a lake. And actually this, I think I would take this river here, not the lake. And then water body ocean, and so on. This what you see here is the easiest one, I think, the water body river. And what you have to do is just add it to your land. And here I created a bigger landscape. So I just deleted my landscape before and created a bigger one. And then I add this river here and just drag and drop here down. And then you have something like this one. So let's get rid of this one. And let's concentrate here. The problem here is when you see, when I go here down and up, it will deform the sides of your landscape, but it's not a problem because you will make anyway a little bit landscape editing. Designing. For example, this comes right out of the box, and then you make here, I don't know, stones, walls, plants, trees, or houses, buildings, or what you like. And so on. It's not bad, but like I said, this is experimental and I will not use it at start, but to learn it, to try out, you can do it. Actually, I'm really surprised because they used it in Fortnite, and they used it on our shipping game, actually, in a very successful one. So it's perhaps they don't get rid of it. I don't know. So that said, I have, of course, a little bit problem with the here one more thing, interesting thing perhaps. Of course you can find it here too, but here is a problem, right? When we go here, for example, you have to go here to all classes, and it is hard to scroll down. And what I didn't know, and now I know it, was you can just hover here anywhere and then right typing and the search thing a search bar will pop up. For example, I write now, let's go again, I go all classes, hover and write water, and it finds this. And this one works with all classes which you want to search later. So with other words, this one could be later one of the fastest selector, I think. If you know what you want, then you click here, all classes, and type, and it pops up to find it. For example, I go here, all classes, and then I write player start, and then it pops up. Something like that. That's also very handy for producing. If you didn't know it, now you know it, because I didn't know it, so I mentioned it. So that's that. I think this is enough for the water system. In my case, I will not use this water system. So see you in the next video, and we will create there again a simple landscape and continue. And bye.